TV.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Black Male Advice TV, Ringo TV Reactions. Yeah, that's right. We are back with another video. That's right. Tonight's topic we're going to talk about is never date women like Brittany Daniel. Yeah, that's right. You know, I was just on YouTube walking down the streets of the tube and everything, and I was just minding my own business, and I stumbled across a live show that the Saint and the Sinner had. And he had a guest on named Brittany Daniel. I don't know who she is or whatever the case is, by the way. At the same time, I kind of just tuned in, listened a little bit, and, you know, all the guys in the chat, they were all thirsty and whatnot. You know, typical simps, you know. And everybody was like, wow, she exude all of this femininity. And, you know, she's supposed to be 33, single, with no kids. As if though I'm impressed. 33 with no kids, that's a problem. That's nothing to be proud of. Like, anyway, the point of this particular reaction here, because I kind of listened in, I tuned in for a minute, and I just wanted to see, you know, what she's really about. Because, you know, I went over to her channel and I kind of looked at a few things and whatnot. And, you know, all these red flags came up. So I came back to the live show and was just kind of sitting there listening in. And then somebody made a super chat and they asked a particular question. Let's find out what Brittany had to say and why you brothers need to judge and measure all women by this very type of mindset. Let's get into this and react to this video. Let's go.
No.
Okay,
wow.
We have BJ Universe said, will you be in a poly relationship with your man?
I wouldn't say poly, I would say open.
On both sides?
Mm-hmm. I would have to be. I don't believe in I can do this because I'm this and you can't do this. No, if it's gonna whatever, I'm a firm believer in whatever relationship rules you have for me, then you all should respect those and have the same boundaries.
Oh,
but I would do open.
The man and the woman are the same.
No, I don't believe that the man and the woman are the same, but just because this is my theory on this. Just because you cheat on me and you didn't have feelings for her doesn't mean it's gonna hurt me any less. My feelings are still as real, even if that situation to you was not fun. So if you wouldn't want me to do it to you, don't do it to me. That's kind of how I operate. But I know not poly, but open, yeah.
Is he gonna get pregnant out in them streets?
But neither should you. It's 2021.
Right, but you could. Well, also
you could, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Anybody that gets pregnant in 2021, it's a choice. I'm sorry. It's a choice. And I'm not talking about abortion. I'm talking about everybody knows how babies are made.
Right. Are in your relationship, is there a leader?
Yes, he is for sure.
He's a leader. But you're still not subject to him, which is to say that you still demand the same things that he would.
No. I'm talking about for that question. I'm talking about in a romantic, like intimate situation. I'm not talking about, I don't think that we're equal in our roles, if that makes any sense. I'm very traditional in that sense, where the man is the head of the household and I'm more of the support system. I'm more traditional.
Brothers, do you see what we got to deal with? This is what you have to deal with when it comes to the modern woman. Somebody pretty much gave a super chat and said, will you be in a poly relationship with your man? Now, again, I've been teaching you brothers over the years that when it comes to the modern woman, you have to know how to properly vet her to understand her mind and her character. You have to be able to I guess, look beyond the outer appearance. You know what I'm saying? You got to look beyond the outer appearance so that you're able to see the real issues that she actually holds, because it's very important. A lot of times we look at a face and we let the face tell us a story rather than looking at the woman's character, which is very important. Now, when it comes to the question and the way she responded, this is very important for you brothers to understand so that you can know to never date women like her. Now, this video is not really about her. It's about women that are like her. Women that are like her are a problem. They're a problem, brothers, because their answers and the way she answered prove that she's not a good woman at all. And I need for you to understand it. I'm going to break that down for you, because she said that she's traditional. She also said that she believed that the man is supposed to be the leader, the head, and so forth, and all this other stuff. But when the question of, will you be in a poly relationship with your man, it's like the traditional part went right out the window, right? And she's trying to balance it up and clean it up. And she said something that was rather disturbing. She was more focused on an open relationship, which brings into question her loyalty to you, right? Which proved that she's not really traditional, which proved that she's the type of woman that actually will fool around on the low key, which mean that she has desires that even though she's in a relationship with you, she'll also have pretty much desires for another man. Let's listen to that again so that we can pretty much hear this. Let's go.
No. Oh,
Okay,
wow.
we have BJ Universe said, will you be in a poly relationship with your man?
I wouldn't say poly. I would.
When a woman have to look up and down and all that stuff, she's already done lying. It should have been a clear answer, right? A clean-cut answer.
Say open.
Notice she says she would say open. Why? Because she don't believe that you're the man. A woman that recognizes you as her man will recognize that you're the head of the house and you have a right to have more than one wife, and she is supposed to stay in her position as a wife and serve you. But she didn't want that. She said she would rather it be an open relationship. So now it's no longer a relationship. If it's an open relationship, it's no longer a relationship. Now she get to go out there and fool around with other guys. And here's the thing. This is how I know that she's not real. I already done to see through her. She's not real, brothers. I'm warning you. You get with women that are like her, you're going to have a problem. Because number one, let's break this thing down. The question, will you be in a poly relationship with your man? First thoughts that come to my mind is polygyny, right? A man having more than one wife. A man having more than one wife, right? Now, once you understand that, when asked the question and she say, nah, I'd rather have an open relationship, that proves that the woman that you're with really is not the type of woman that is faithful. That should tell you that right there, because a woman that is truly traditional is not trying to get with another man if she's already with you. Do you understand me? The only reason why she is saying she would rather have an open relationship is because she figured, well, if you're going to go out there and have another woman, then I'm going to be able to go out there and get another man to spite you in hopes that you would just deal with her and be locked under monogamy. That would make you a simp, and it wouldn't make you the head. It wouldn't make you the man. It would make you weak. Do you understand me? It means that she controls you, and she is pretty much telling you how this relationship is going to be. All facts. This is how you brothers are able to vet women. I've been telling you over the years, when it comes to relationships, find out right up and down, do this woman support and embrace polygyny? When you get with a sister, you got to let her know how you move, how things are going to go from the start. Don't ever get into a relationship with a woman having her think that, you're just this monogamous type of guy who is just focused on her. You brothers have to understand that the modern woman is dating like 8 or 9 guys at the same time. And then when they get with you, they're expecting that when they give you her number, right, she's assuming that you're just talking to her. You see what I mean? If you were to tell the modern woman right after you got her number that, yeah, you're dating about 5 other women, she would get upset and not want to deal with you. Why? Because she want to control you. Do you understand me? She don't have a problem dating 8 guys. The modern woman date at least 5 to 10 men, brothers, on the low. And don't let it be hot weather time. Don't let it be the summertime. In the summertime, they got a heavy rotation of brothers that they pretty much deal with. So when a sister give you her number, right? In her mind, she's assuming that you're single, there's no other women around, and she figures she can have you on this rotation where she could get to pull you when she want a meal, pull you when she want to go to the theater, pull you when she want to get flown out to Miami to some resort somewhere. This is how the modern woman move. So when it comes to a woman, and it comes to you vetting a woman, the first thing you have to do as a man is make sure that she understands how you move when it comes to a man having more than one wife. And again, this is only for brothers that understand how to move with women. If you're just a whoremonger male who is out here trying to get some tail from a sister, polygyny is not for you. Do you understand me? Polygyny is not a go out there, get as many women as you want and have sex with them and leave them with babies. That's not what polygyny is about. Polygyny is about a man that is responsible, that is building a family and a legacy. A man that have more than one wife and he's producing children with these wives. Do you understand me? A man that takes care of his family. A man that takes care of his wives. A man that loves his children. A man that is devoted to his family. That's the kind of man I'm talking about. A man that practices polygyny understands how to love his wives. He's not out here just going after women because he's a man and he has a right to have more than one woman. No, he's devoted to his women. He's committed to his women. He loves his women. He cherishes women. Do you understand me? So if you're a whoremonger male who is just out here trying to use a sister to get some quick vagina, polygyny is not for you because you're just a whoremonger male. You understand? Polygyny is not something that you use to go out there to misuse women just to get some pleasure. That's not what polygyny is about. And too many brothers, especially on social media, been watching a lot of my videos when it comes to polygyny, and they're going out here trying to mix mingle with multiple women as if though they're practicing polygyny, when truly these brothers are not building no family. These brothers don't got no children. These brothers are not doing anything with these women in terms of building legacy. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? They're just out here just getting with women to have sex, being a player and being a don. And that's not polygyny. So a lot of times modern women will look at brothers when they talk about polygyny and just think that we just out here trying to get some women to get some sex. If you're a brother and you're working and you're on your grind, you don't got no time for no sex in the first place. You might have some time here laying on in the nighttime or in the morning time or whenever, whatever. But a real man, he's out here trying to get this bread. A real man out here is putting in this time. He's on his grind. He's on his square. He's focusing on getting this bread. He ain't out here playing around chasing skirts all damn day. If anything, women is chasing him. My point in making this particular reaction video is to teach you brothers a valuable lesson about women. When a woman is pretty much questioned regarding the subject of polygyny, right? And she immediately say, no, nah, I'm not with that. We would rather have an open relationship. That woman right there, most likely, if you were with her, she would already be in an open relationship in terms of fooling around low key against you. I'm speaking facts, brothers. And that sister right there, I can tell and I can read right through her. That's pretty much what she been doing the whole time. How you 33 and you don't got no kids? How you 33 and you don't got no husband? How you 33 and you don't have a successful family? That's a problem right there. That's a red flag. How many dates have you been on? You know what I mean? Let's keep it 1,000. How many dates you been on? How many dudes you were intimate with? Let's talk about that. See, nobody wants to talk about that because we want to hide behind this nonsense of, well, I'm 33 and I have no kids, as if though that mean that you're special. No, that doesn't mean you're special. That mean that you have a lot that you're hiding. Because if you're 33 and you don't got no kids, somewhere along that line of being at the age you are, you had to have gotten rid of some kids. You had to have gotten rid of some pregnancies. And you had to dealt with a dozen men. And that is a problem. So if a brother is getting with you, and all of a sudden you're trying to settle down in a relationship and he want to practice polygyny, but you want to hold him back in monogamy, that's a problem right there. Because your body wasn't monogamous when you got with him. You already dealt with other dudes. Other dudes already done unwrapped you. Other dudes already done got you. Other dudes done got the box. They done did what they had to do with you. So what does that say? You ain't much of a gift to a brother no more. So who are you to say what and what you won't do? And then you're going to have the nerve to say, well, I would rather be in an open relationship. Nah, we're not doing no open relationships. You're going to either be down with me under polygyny or you can just hit that damn door. That's just the way it's going to move. And this is how you brothers need to move when it comes to dealing with these modern women. Ain't none of that nonsense about me being a man and I'm locked under monogamy with some woman who done been around the whole damn block with the whole damn team. You kidding me? You kidding me? All these brothers out here got a story on you and I'm here walking around with you under monogamy? You tripping, bruh. You tripping. I want to hear that mess. Let's go. Listen to some more.
On both sides?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it
Notice that on both sides.
have to be. I don't believe in I can do this because I'm this and you can't.
Notice she don't believe that as a man you can have more than one wife, right? So in her mind, she's like, you know what? If you're gonna go do that, then I'm gonna go and mess around with other men, which means she don't respect her body. You see that? Because as a man, you have the rod, you have the ability to impregnate women to build legacy. A woman is the ground. She's the one who take in the seed. So for her to even confess that she would want an open relationship where she's taking seed from another man and taking seed from you, that is nasty, bruh. That is not a good woman. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you, bruh. Let's go.
Do this. No, if it's gonna, whatever, I'm a firm believer in whatever relationship rules you have for me, then you all should respect those and have the same boundaries.
You see that? So she's not a woman who respects you as a man, which means you're not the leader. She said that she see the man as the head, the leader, and all of that, but all of that is BS, brothers. At the end of the day, she see you as a simp because any man, listen, first of all, let's make something very clear. A strong man is not going to be with a woman who is out there getting banged by some other man. Because if I'm correct, the same brother, the Satan Sinner, he had a video stream the other night with some weird couple up there, and he was pretty much roasting the dude because he was like, yo, bro, so that's your wife, but the other dude is banging your wife at the same time. So like how does that respect you, bro? Like, you know, so no man, no real man, you know what I mean? Like a real masculine man, like he's not going to be in some sort of relationship where his woman is getting her back blown out by some other guy that's sitting right next to him and feel comfortable about that. So for this woman to say that if she got with her man and he's into having another wife or whatever the case is, because I don't even think she understands what polygyny is, to be honest with you, because she's making it seem like somebody's cheating, and that's not what it is. When a man have another wife, he's taking care of her and he loves her. But the problem with the modern woman is that she's selfish and she's possessive and she don't understand that she is a woman and her job is to be a helpmate. Her job is not to control your manhood. Her job is not to control what you do in terms of when you deal with a woman. Because as a man, we're here to be fruitful and multiply. The woman is here to serve us. She's here to cater to us. She's here to bring forth our babies. Her job is to serve, cook, clean, and provide that type of lifestyle for that man. But she don't want to do that. She want to assume the role of a man. That's why she want an open relationship. And this is a major problem with the modern woman. She want to do what a man can do. A man can go out there and have more than one wife. The modern woman is saying, you know what? I want to be a man. So therefore, I'm going to go out there and get multiple men, take multiple D, get all these different spirits, all these different soul ties, all of this mess. I'm going to take on all these demonic forces from all these guys because I am jealous of a man. The truth of the matter, brothers, is the modern woman is jealous of the man because she understands that the man has that authority. The man has the authority over the modern woman. By God's standard, the man is the head of the woman. The woman knows that. She knows she can't live without the man. She knows she needs the man. Anytime a woman needs something around the house fixed, she calls a man. Anytime there's a damn sound in the backyard, she calls the cops. They send men over. Fire in the house, fire department, men come over. Repairman come over, he's a man. Plumber come over, he's a man. Carpenter come over, he's a man. Electrician come over, it's a man. Do you understand me? It's always a man that comes over. But when a woman is saying, you know what? I would rather be in an open relationship. Because if you're going to do what you're going to do, then you need to respect what I'm going to do. So hold up. Let me get this straight, woman. You're going to go out there with a man, right? Another man, right? You're going to be giving this man head, right? Then you're going to come back home and want to give your man, who's supposed to be your husband or whatever the case is, some kisses, right? Right? That's what you're going to want to do, right? So you're going to let another man plant his seed in your womb, right? And then you end up getting pregnant because that's what the Satan the sinner was throwing at you. He told you, he said, look, now, if you out there doing that, you may end up coming back pregnant, right? And you laughed it off by saying, it's 2021 and, if anybody get pregnant, you know what I'm saying? It's a choice, you know what I mean? So we right there, we have discovered exactly how you move. That's why you're 33 and got no kids, because we now realize how. You see, it's either two ways, abortions or just condoms. And we know it's no condoms. We know that in today's day, the modern woman don't use condoms. We know in today's day, the modern woman, if she use a condom with one guy, there is at least two other guys that she don't. And how do you know this? Because of venereal diseases, pregnancies, abortions, and so forth. Another thing and another issue on how you know that the modern woman is not using condoms, the fact that the soul tie take place. If a man is banging you with a condom on, his spirit is not released in you. But why are these women getting jacked up mentally? Because they're getting raw dogged by some man out there, bruh. Don't believe the hype, brothers. Don't believe the hype one bit. Let's go.
Oh,
but I would do open.
The man and the woman are the same.
She do think that the man and the woman is equal. She definitely do. She's going to cap and say, no, I don't believe that.
No, I don't believe that the man...
That's all cap. That's all cap. She believe that a man and a woman is equal. She's coming from that same mindset. That's why she said if the brother is going to have pretty much another woman, then hey, we're going to have an open relationship and I'm going to pretty much do the same thing. That's pretty much what she's saying. She's contradicting herself, man.
Women are the same, but just because this is my theory on this. Just because you cheat on me and you didn't have...
He never cheated on you in a poly relationship. What are you talking about? I don't think she understands what polygyny is, because remember, you got different types of these unions out here. There's a lot of, first of all, let me make something clear. Polygyny is the standard in terms of a man having more than one wife. In the world, you have a lot of perversion, where you have these weird relationships that people have. They call it poly, or whatever the case is, polyamorous, polyamory, all these different types of relationships where you have, like, let's say one man with two women, and the two women are actually intimate with each other. That's totally off right there. That's not scriptural. That's not biblical. Polygyny is not about no woman dealing with a woman. That's not what it's about. Do you understand me? And any man, hear this very clear for the record, for social media and everything. If you see anyone on any video talking about they're practicing polygyny or they're in a poly relationship or whatever the case is, and the man is in a relationship and the two women or three women or whatever women he have are intimate together, meaning that the two women are sexually involved, that is not polygyny. And the brother is wicked as hell. Because no man, a masculine man, is not going to have his wives engaging sexually with one another. That's a perverted man. That's a sick man. You understand? He gets pleasure out of that stuff. You know what I mean? That's not polygyny. I need to make that very clear because you got a lot of guys on social media who watch videos like mine when I talk about polygyny, and they go out there and they have these threesomes and foursomes with women. That's not how you move as a man who practices polygyny. So to all you brothers out there that's doing that, woe be unto you, because the Most High gonna send you to that lake of fire. Facts. Let's go.
My feelings for her doesn't mean it's going to hurt me any less.
She's talking about being hurt. She's talking about all this nonsense. She's selfish. She's not focusing on family development. She's not focusing on growth. She's focusing on herself, because a man that practices polygyny is building a family. And if he find another woman who is his wife, he love his wife, and that wife and this woman can work together to raise the kids, to take care of the house, to do the responsibilities, to make sure that they're serving their husband. But because the modern woman is selfish and she wants everything to herself, she remains single for the rest of her life. Facts.
Feelings are still as real, even if that situation to you was not fun. So if you wouldn't want me to do it to you, don't do it to me. That's kind of...
See, she's on some old tit for tat type thing. She don't understand family. She's not ready for a relationship. She's not ready for anything, bruh. Really.
How I operate. But I know not poly, but open, yeah.
No, not poly, but open, yeah. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. You just created a major mess. Because if you're in an open relationship, what does that say about you as a woman? You're talking about the man, but if you're in an open relationship, what does that say about you? It says that you're not traditional. You're not traditional, you're dysfunctional.
Is he gonna get pregnant cheating out in them streets?
Of course he can't get pregnant. And that's pretty much what Satan Sinner is pretty much saying here. He can't get pregnant while he's out there. He could get another woman pregnant, but he can't get pregnant. But check this out.
No. But neither should you. It's 2021.
Right, but you could.
Yeah, see? He said, but you could, which means you want to go out there figuring you could be a man, but you the one who could get pregnant. So if you're in this open relationship and you're with your man and you figure, well, I could go out there and do the same thing. Since you want to have a woman, I'm going to go out there and get me a man, and you get pregnant. Then what? Who's taking care of that baby? Of course, sure enough ain't going to be me. And see, that's where you mess up as a modern woman, because you want to go out there and be a man. But when you come back with that pregnancy, who you going to pin it on? The man that you were with, the current man, bruh? You tripping. And see, this is the problem. A man can go have another wife. He can have more than one woman if he's a responsible man. I'm not talking about these whoremonger males. I'm not talking about these brothers who are out here pumping and dumping our sisters. I'm talking about a righteous man, a man of standards, morals, and excellence. That is the kind of man who practice having more than one wife, because he have a track record of taking care of his wives and building family and structure. This woman don't know nothing about structure, bro.
But also,
You could, but you shouldn't.
you could. Yeah, you shouldn't.
Anybody that gets pregnant in 2021 is a choice. I'm sorry.
So if you go out there in your so-called open relationship and you turn up pregnant, you're telling me that's a choice? You're telling me that's a choice? See, she's talking all of that stuff now, but keep that same energy. You see the grin? She knows what she's doing, bro. Don't let the smile, don't let the facial expressions, don't let none of the makeup and all the witchcraft fool you, bro. Don't let nothing fool you. Real talk.
It's a choice.
Remember, she's 33, got no kids. That is a problem. That is a major problem, brothers.
Cats be
And I'm not talking about abortion. I'm talking about everybody knows how babies are made.
Yeah, by getting it raw dog, and you know exactly what that means.
Right.
You saying, right? Yeah, she's putting on all those expressions because she knows exactly what she's talking about. So basically what the modern woman is saying is this. When she's out there doing her thing in terms of having that open relationship, she'll be out there getting raw dog with her brother, but she'll tell him, look, you know what I mean? Pull out, or, well, my time of the month is in about 7 days, so we could pretty much get it in raw dog now, and I know I'm not going to get catched. And see, you keep playing that game, you're going to end up turning up pregnant. And then what you going to say?
Right. In your relationship, is there a leader?
Yes, he is for sure.
He's the leader.
Notice that. She's saying he's the leader. Well, if he's the leader, then that means as a leader, he could give you commands. But see, the modern woman know good and well that she don't see us brothers as leaders. She really don't. Because if a man is leading you, then you would not be out there in no open relationship. You would be following his orders. And see, when I say orders and you get upset as a modern woman, it just proves that you are not ready to be no wife. Because you want to control the man, not realizing that if the man is the head and he's the leader, obviously I'm going to give you orders. Because you know what's so sad about this, ladies and gentlemen? The modern woman don't like when it comes to a man leading them. But she'll go to her 9 to 5 and she'll do exactly what her supervisor tell her to do. Think about that. Her boss tell her, look, I want these paperwork done by 3 p.m. She'll have it done. Why? Because she'll do as she's told on the job. But when it comes to her being a wife and serving her man with that level of respect, he don't get that at home. Boss say, look, could you go to the store, get me a cup of coffee and a donut? She go to the coffee and do it. She go to the store and get the damn coffee. She do as she's told, man. You punch your clock, you're on time at work. You do everything that they tell you to do. But when it comes to your man and serving him and catering to him, massaging his back, you find that to be a problem. Man can't even get a good plate of food at home. Brothers, know how to vet these women, bro.
But you're still not subject to him, which is to say that you still demand the same things that he would
No,
have.
no.
She's contradicting herself again. Because she is. She's demanding the same thing. In other words, if he can go out there and have another woman in terms of a wife, right? Depending on what the situation is. I'm speaking from this perspective of polygyny, biblically speaking. Out in the world, I don't know what any of these people do. But if the man choose to go out there and have another woman, let's say, for example, he's with her, but he have another sister that he's dealing with, right? She's basically saying, if you're doing that, then I should have the right to go out there and have me another man. Well, if she believed that, right, then she don't really believe that the man is her leader. And she also believed that her and the man are equal on the same level.
I'm talking about for that question.
Notice how she only focused on the question. See, this is how I keep telling you, brothers, when it comes to relationships and dealing with a woman, the first thing you need to focus on is polygyny, bro. Focus on polygyny when you talk to the modern woman. Don't talk about nothing else. Don't talk about, what's your name, what's your sign, and all that nonsense. Get right down to the nitty gritty. Because you want to know, are you going to be able to move forward with this woman, or it's going to end up breaking apart because of some nonsense because you told her about polygyny at the end when you should have let that be known right from the beginning. Let's go.
I'm talking about in a romantic, intimate situation.
See, that's what the modern woman focus on. She constantly want to control your manhood. All she think about is if you're with another woman, I'm hurt. If you seeing another woman, I'm hurt. If you're liking another woman, I'm hurt. But if you look at her history, if you look at her past, if you look at her dating history, you look at the amount of men that slept with her, been with her, kissed with her, all of the things that she possibly did to another man, and you weigh that in, how could she even look at you in some type of way concerning another woman when her body been with everybody? And this is the problem that I have with the modern woman, is that she can go out there, run up a high mileage, right? And then when she get into a relationship with a good man, she's expecting you to deal with monogamy while she been out there living her best life now in her youth with men in college, on campus, in the streets, in the field, in the parks, you name it. And now all of a sudden, she's expecting you to do this monogamy thing, not understanding that men are not monogamous. Men are not monogamous by nature. We are not. You understand? We are polygynous by nature.
And I'm not talking about, I don't think that we're equal in our roles, if that makes any sense. I'm very traditional in that sense.
She's not traditional at all. At all. She's not traditional, brothers. Not at all. This is a fact.
The man is the head of the household, and I'm more of the support system.
If you're the support system, you would support him in the union of polygyny. But we all know that Your facial expression clearly proves and says that you are nothing like what you are trying to display yourself as. I can see through you. All these other thirsty brothers, they can't. Brothers, stay away from women that have her frame of thought.
I'm more traditional.
Don't believe her. She's not traditional. That's all I'm going to say on that, brothers. It is what it is. Never date women like Brittany Daniel. If you see a sister and she's talking about open relationships, or, well, you know, if you're going to practice polygyny, then, hey, you know, I can go do something with other men. That proves that that woman has been doing that all her life. She's always been doing that. She always had open relationships. A woman who is so easily ready to go do it, that's a woman who is comfortable. She always been out there frequenting with different men. And it's so normal to her that when you bring up the subject of polygyny, she's like, well, if you're going to do that, then I'm going to go do this. Why? Because she always been doing it. Facts. That being said, I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100%